Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to Spectacle Island. We are in the next day and it is a beautiful day again here on the island, but we are just getting the last of our sugar beets all tidied up and picked up here out of the field. Wheel loader, and we've got the bucket on the front and everything seems to be going alright. We're getting them picked up reasonably quickly. There's not too many here left actually. I thought there might have been a few more, but there was only one bucket load out of the other corner. Like there's probably only going to be one bucket load here as well, so it shouldn't take us too long at all to get these all tidied up. Now, what is on the list of things to do today? Well, we have a very long list. It is going to be another busy day, and we do have another helper coming to give us a hand in just a little bit, but we do have to get this field ploughed. We've got to get the field by the yard limed and cultivated, and then we're going to start planting. I think that's the last of the preparation we need to do. That bucket's full, that's why I won't pick those few up. But that's the last of the field prep we need to do before we want to start planting. Now, I've made a bit of a list. I think we're going to put sunflowers in a couple of fields and some barley in the other two. And just run the two crops, I think that will be the best bet. So, let's carry on. Let's get these picked up and then we'll be back down to the farm. Hopefully our worker will be here to give us a hand. And we can get started on the cultivating and liming and everything else that we need to do. Now, just one thing before we do, in fact, we'll go and have a look at it. We'll go and have a look at the sugar mill or the sugar plant or whatever you want to call it, the sugar beet processing factory in just a bit. We'll get these picked up and we'll go over and take a look on how it's progressed overnight, as it's been running for close to, at least 12 hours since we first started it up. So, we'll get this done and we'll see you over there. Well, we are going to get at least another few out of the field. There's a load here, 13,500, and we've definitely got some more left over there. Probably maybe another truckload, not a whole truck and trailer load, but certainly maybe another 7,000 litres. That won't be too far off being a full load. Still going to have trouble sticking this. Now obviously it has processed quite a bit overnight. In fact, we just hop out, we'll leave that tipping. You should see it just there briefly. We'll pop over here. It's processed over 50% of the beets, and we are getting pretty much full on sugar, so we're going to have to get down here with the forks or something like that to move that out of the way. We do have 400 litres of molasses here in the IBC, and we've got 8,000 litres of beet pulp, so things are progressing pretty well. We're going to make a decent amount off this sugar, I hope. It's not too bad at all. So we'll let that carry on. We'll get this topped up with these few beets, and then we will go over and get the rest of the field cleared out and go and make a start on all the other tasks on the farm today. The field all cleared and another 9,500 litres, so we did end up with about 24,000 litres sitting out there. It's not a bad amount. We're going to get this all put into the production area, and then it'll be time. We need to take this lime back down to the farm because we need that to spread onto the fields, so we'll get that sorted. Get going on our cultivating. We're back down here at the yard, and who should be waiting for us but Hodney Farming. Now Hodney dropped a message on the last video. Hodney's one of our channel members actually, but he said, great episode, now that the beets are done, ... I can come and help on the farm if needed. Hopeless with pigs and sheep, but know something about tractors. So perfect for you Hodney today. We are going to be spending a ton of time on tractors. We've got a power of work to get done. Hopefully finishing off with some planting, but we at least need to get all these fields prepped. So what I thought we might start off with, I've dumped the rest of the lime over there. I'm going to get the lime spreader hooked up onto the new Fiat. I'm going to leave you with the Deutz and the cultivator. So if I get started on the lime, you can do the cultivating behind me. So let's go and get into it. We're not going to get much done standing here. So we'll get moving. Alright, we've got the lime spreader all filled up. We've got Hodney, he is ready to go. Look at that, he's almost already started. So we're going to get crack straight into this, getting some lime applied to this field. Now not the whole field requires lime, actually the bit through the middle where we join the two fields we've already limed once, but just to get it all on the same page we're going to go through and lime the whole field if we've got enough. Hopefully we do. I'm not actually sure if it's going to be enough or not, but it should go a long way, should go pretty close to getting the whole thing done. So I'm going to jump this into a little bit of a time lapse. We will see a little bit of Hodney there driving around behind us with the cultivator, but we're going to focus on getting this lime done. When we're finished, I'm going to hook up to the ripper, the plough, and head on over and tackle the sugar beet field. And Hodney probably won't take long to finish this with that big 6-metre cultivator, so we might even get him hooked up onto one of the planters and make a start on either the barley or sunflowers. But let's just carry on with the lime here, and we'll see you in just a little while. So close, yet it's so far away. Look at that. Almost had enough, almost judged it perfectly. Oh well, that's okay. We're going to need more lime anyhow for the sugar beets for processing down there in the factory, so we might as well take the truck down. I don't know if we'll take the trailer. I think we'll just take the truck down and get a load, just enough to top the spreader up here again, and then as well as that we'll keep some to put down in the sugar beet factory. So we'll drop the trailer off and we will head on down and get this topped up with some more lime. And there we go, we've got our lime back and get this last little piece finished. You can see Hodney there is starting on his up and down rows and working his way across the field. Hasn't actually got as far as I thought he might have. So we're going to have plenty of time to go and get this plough hooked up or ripper hooked up and head on down into the beet field. We're going to plan, we could actually finish quite close together, timing wise. We only have one planter and one seeder though, so that was part of the reason why I decided we should probably think about doing some sunflowers. Because then we can plant those with the planter, obviously, you can see there, and the barley can be planted with the seeder, so a little bit of justification for that. But we'll get this unhooked, we will go and get the ripper hooked up and head on down to what was the sugar beet field. There we are, all hooked up and on our way down to the field now. This tractor, 100 horsepower, the ripper is rated for 90 horsepower, so all going to plan, we shouldn't have too many issues. The field is relatively flat. So we'll see how we go. I do have to think about configuring this tractor and adding some weights to it, possibly looking at tuning it as well, but we do have it purchased as it was available in the second-hand sale. We didn't do any of that configuration there. We would look to do that as an aftermarket option, so something to think about. But we'll see how it goes here with the ripper, because if it can do this, about the only thing it won't be able to do then is actually the cultivator. Would be the only piece of equipment we have at the moment which would probably be too big for it. So let's go and see how this goes. In fact, we're here already, so we'll jump straight into the field and give it a whirl. So they're unfolded. Once that's done, we'll be able to get it lowered down. There we are, and head on off around the field. Well, seems to be pulling it okay so far. 5 miles per hour, 6 miles per hour. Yeah, it's going alright. I think this is going to be just fine. So let's crack into this work. We will carry on with a little bit of a montage, I think. We'll see how we go. Montage or time lapse, one or the other. You'll see it in just a second. So we'll carry on and get this done and catch up with you once we're finished here and on to some planting.
The further we move on from all those yesterdays, happiness gets nearer. The light that we see closing in so fast ahead, it's hope, it's getting clearer. The more I think of all the tough times we survived, the more it makes me smile. If nothing's broken us, yeah, nothing never will, 'cause dreams are hard to kill. And I know somewhere's a place where we can build our memories. Somewhere, just hold on tight. Free of what we lost. Not anything or anyone will hold us back, no matter what the cost. And I know somewhere's a place where we can build our memories. Just hold on tight, it'll be alright. Show me the way.
Here we are, last pass in the beet field, and we will be all done. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get in here and plant straight away, because as I was going, I noticed that we needed to lime this field. We just have a look here on the map and see it has got that nice lime colour on there that we need to lime it. So, we are going to head back up to the yard. Now, I know that Hodney has finished the other field, so what we might do, we might go and get him set up on a planter, set him going in the field he's just finished cultivating, get that started with some planting. We'll come down and lime this, and then we'll hook up on one of the planters too, and make a start as well. So we'll see you back down at the yard, and we'll get this lime spread. So we've got Hodney underway down here planting. He is all set up and getting sunflowers put into this field, so it looks like everything is working as it should. He's got fertilizer and seed, so we'll let him go here. He's set up to do 4 headland passes and then start work on his up and down rows. And then over here we have got the spreader already hooked up onto the fet. It is full of lime. We've got a little bit left in the loader bucket, but that is full. So we'll see. Hopefully that'll be enough to get done on that field. But let's go down and see, get it spread, and then we can come back and hook up onto the cedar. And I guess we're going to be left with planting the barley. So let's go and get this done. Alright, so we will just get in here and get things turned on and see how far we get. I'm not sure if we're going to get the whole field done in one load or not. Hopefully we'll go close, we will wait and see. But let's just jump into a quick little time lapse of this, and we will see you when we're finished. Well, there we go. We didn't get it done in one load. We're just going to tidy up these couple of little bits over here, but we weren't too far off, and we did only have to use the little bit that was in the bucket. So we are all finished though. Once we get these couple of little pieces done, and that'll just about run us out of lime too. Not too far off, we won't use it all, but there we are. That is very good. So we can come down and make a start planting. Now, I think my plan at this stage is to put barley in one of the smaller fields, which is this field or the one next to us, and also in the other big field. So we have a big field of sunflowers and a big field of barley, and likewise a smaller field of each. So that's my plan. I think we're going to go with that. So we'll go back down, hook up to the planter, or the cedar, sorry, and go and make a start on that. I'm not sure which way we'll start yet, but we'll start on one. You can see Hodney running around the field there. He's making pretty good progress. Looks like he's done possibly 3 passes, at least 2 anyhow. Until if it's 2 or 3 headland passes he's done there, just looking at the width. So it's probably only 2. But that's alright, he's underway, which is the important part. So let's go and get everything hooked up and make a start on our planting. So we've got the cedar all filled up, we've got fertilizer and seed, and I think we're going to start in this big field here. I think it's going to be the best bet. There's a good chance Hodney will run out of seed and need a top up at some stage. So I think the closer we are, the easier it is to give him a hand to get that filled up when he needs it. So you just pull into here and we'll get everything turned on. Get it lowered down. It's not too much actually to turn on with this one because it's pretty much all driven off the wheels. But there we go, we are underway. Barley going in and fertilizer being used. So let's carry on with the planting. This is going to be a good crop. I think it's going to be good. We're going to have a whole lot of harvesting to do when we get to it though, because everything's all being planted at the same time. But that'll be good. It'll be good to carry on and get it all done. So we'll have a new combine by the time we get to harvesting all of this too. Of course, we've got the John Deere coming, but we do need to make a little bit of money because we need to pay for that yet. So let's carry on. We'll crack into getting this done, and we'll catch up with you probably once the 2 fields are finished, and I'll see. That could be the end of today's work, or we might carry on and get the other ones done. So we've only got a very small section left in here to do, and I think Hodney's probably not very far away from being finished over there. In fact, he could even have just done his last pass as we speak. So that's gone pretty well actually, timing wise. We've just about finished at exactly the same time. Now when I started off, this seeder needed some repairs. It was 100% at 100%, so it was actually slowing us down. We were only running at 6 miles per hour. So we got it repaired and bumped the speed up to 9 miles per hour. But you can see, just having done this field, we've already knocked it back to 30% damage. So we will have to go and tidy it up. But we are really cracking through this. So I think we might actually go and get these other 2 fields planted. I did wonder about leaving them and doing them next time. But I think this has gone so quick that we might just go and get them done anyhow. And that will mean next time we are not having to worry about planting, we can move forward and perhaps jump into some fertilising. We are going to have to re-fertilise these fields, and the other focus is going to be on selling some products so we can earn some money. We'll see how we go. There you go. We just in the warning there to say that he has finished and is at the end point. So we'll do these last little bits. I just need to shoot down into the corner and just tidy up a couple of corners down there as well. So we'll go and do that, and then get back down to the sheds and figure out. See if we're going to go do these other fields or not. Well, we've finished these 2 fields. We've been down to the yard, had a chat to Hodney, and he was dead keen to keep on going. So we're going to head on down to these other 2 fields and get them planted. Just get everything finished. He wanted to finish what he'd started here with us today. So fair play to him. It's nice to see. So we're going to go down and get these last 2 planted. We should have enough seed. We're actually onto our last bag, but that should be enough to get done. Probably need to get the seed mixer up and going, more made just for next time, but we should be good for now. So let's get down there and get started in these 2 fields. So we're going to put the sunflowers into this field here where the sugar beets were. You can see Hodney has already made a start, so he is underway. We're going to carry on around and go and jump into the other field and get the rest of the barley planted down in there. So it should be good. We're going to have a decent amount of crops ready to harvest once these are all done. So go to it. And there we are, all done here in the barley field. Now we've got this field done a lot quicker than Hodney has, being able to turn around manually and not have quite the big turns and reversing in that at each end. Definitely made it a lot quicker. I'm wondering how much seed he's got left. I just wonder whether we might drop this 86 litres off and make sure, in case he needs a little bit more, that he doesn't have to go all the way back up to the sheds to do that. So we might do that, and then we're going to go head back up, give this a clean off because it got pretty filthy, put it away, and wait for him to get finished. Just while we wait for Hodney to finish, we're going to give the planter here, the seeder, a quick wash off. It's getting pretty filthy. tractor a clean off too. I've really enjoyed using it. Yeah, nice tractor, perfect. Probably for what we needed. It's good size for most of the equipment we have. I can run the majority of it. Is all we can ask for. Obviously it'd be nice to be able to upgrade into some larger pieces of kit, but at the moment finances don't really allow that, so might be something we can aim for in just a little while. There we go, it's pretty clean. Rinse that off and go and put it away in the shed. Well, Hodney gave me a call. It looks like he's not going to have enough seed even with that little bit I left down there, so we're going to run this bag down. Not much left in this either, 151 litres. We're certainly going to have to get some more made, although I'm going to need it for a wee while. We've got everything planted just about now. But the other thing I can do while we're going down here and while he finishes off is go and move the sugar that's in the sugar beet factory, because at the moment production has completely ground to a halt there until that is out of the way. So we'll bring this down here, and in fact I might even consider leaving the wheel loaded down here. We'll see. We will have to bring it back. We want to get rid of some of the wool very soon. We've got quite a bit of that sitting there, and I have tagged that as a potential good source of income to help pay for the new combine. So we'll go and see about that. But let's go and get this put into the planter for Hodney, along with this other bag that we did leave here, and we'll go and move the sugar beet. Alright, so we've got the planter topped up, so we just need to get this sugar out of the way now. I did say sugar beet earlier, it is just sugar, so I'm going to see if I can stack these up and then drag them out, put them somewhere else, probably over next to the greenhouse. Obviously it would be nice to have them under cover, and maybe we need to bring a trailer down here so we can stack them straight on the trailer in the future, because I've only got, well, what have we processed? Maybe 50,000 litres of beet, and we're already at 4 pallets, so we are going to end up with quite a decent amount of sugar, I think. We'll just move these two over here next to the greenhouse. We'll go and grab the other two out of the way as well. Alright, so there we are, sugar's out of the way now, and we've got lots of spawn point or spawn space there. We're going to check, pop into here that it's all back up and going again. It is, so looks to all be running, so we'll be able to get some more sugar produced, which will be fantastic. We've already got the molasses there and the beet pulp, so things are ticking over. We'll just run over here very quickly. We'll see that Hodney only has a few more passes left. Not too much more before he's finished. In fact, looks like he's got a couple of really short passes down there in the corner, so we'll let him finish there and we'll head him back down at the yard. While Hodney's back, we're just going to give the tractor a quick little wash and get the planter all cleaned up so we can put it away, and then we'll be able to wrap things up with him, say thank you for his work, and make some plans for next time. Well, Hodney, pleasure to have you here on the farm today. Thank you very much for your help getting all of our fields planted. It was a pretty mammoth effort. Not only that, we did have to plough, cultivate, and well, I managed to get the rest of the sugar beets packed up and out of the field too. So it's been a mammoth effort today, but good to get all of that done, and look forward to being able to get those harvested and working on the new combine a little bit later. So thank you again. Pleasure to have you here, and we'll see you around. Well, that was a mammoth effort. Good to get all of our fields planted. The sugar beets all back underway and moving, and everything's just ticking along. Animals are doing well, but we are going to have to spend some time with them next time, giving them a bit of a clean up. Maybe selling a little bit of product. We've got quite a bit of wool here, as you can see, but they do all need a bit of a clean up, and we'll probably have to consider selling a few more pigs actually, because I don't even know how many we've got at the moment, but we certainly do have a lot. Probably have some milk we could sell too if the price is right. Maybe we can sell some pigs and get some more cows like we did last time. Who knows what the plans are, but also got the grass over here which needs mowing, so still plenty to do, even though we have got all the arable crops all in and underway. So if you want to come and give me a hand next time, please leave a comment down below, and I'll look forward to having one of you here giving me a hand out on the farm. As always, I hope you've enjoyed that episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.